Hello YouTube. Today we're going to make for you some shredded beef. And here's the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need some flank steak, however much you want depending on the size of your family. You're going to need an onion. I like to use Spanish onion. You're going to need some garlic, fresh garlic. A lemon and a lime. You don't have to have a lemon and a lime, but I like extra citrus in mine, so I always use lemon and lime. You're going to need some sour orange juice. This is the best brand, Badia. All the other ones don't really taste too much like sour orange juice. They're like grapefruit juice mixed with some other stuff. Adobo. Oregano. Grill seasoning. This is also optional, but I like to use it. Cumin. Extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to use some sazon. You can either use sazon or complete seasoning. You don't want to use both because they're both pretty much the same thing. This one has color. This one has herbs instead of color. Today we're going to use this one. And let's get cooking. So the first thing we're going to do is boil our meat until it's tender. So you're going to need a big pot like this, and we're going to cut the meat. I already washed it, so we're going to cut it into strips. If this was the way the butcher was supposed to cut it, it'd be easier to cut in strips. And cut it against the grain. Just in long strips like this. Yeah. Take that fat off of there. And then we're going to cover it with water. We're going to add some bay leaf. I'm going to skim that out of the pot because you don't want that in your dish. So skim as much of that out as you can until the water is clear, and then just let it continue to boil for the rest of the hour. I'm going to boil this for about an hour and a half, and then we'll be back. Cut. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half, and I've taken my meat out of the pot, and I'm just letting it sit there to cool. And I saved the water. Don't throw away the water that you cooked the meat in, because we're going to use that later. So now, while the meat is cooling, I'm just going to cut up my onions. And all we're going to do is take an onion. I already started this one. Cut it in half and peel it. And you just set it on the side and make slices. Or you can cut it this way if you want. But I like to cut it this way because it's easier. And I don't like really long strips of onion in my meat. counter is clean. Next, we're going to smash up some garlic, and I like a lot of garlic. So I'm going to use about half of a head of garlic. Okay, now that it's all peeled, I'll put all the garlic right here in my, what's this thing called?
Mashy
thing? A mortar and pestle. And I'm going to put some adobo in there with it. I'm not using black pepper in this recipe because my adobo already has black pepper in it. But if your adobo doesn't have black pepper in it, you can also use some black pepper to this recipe. So we're going to put some adobo in there. Just about that much. And so it keeps the garlic cloves steady and they don't pop as much. And then I'm just going to start mashing until my garlic turns into a nice paste. And I also add my grill seasoning in here because it's kind of chunky and I like it pulverized a little bit. So now we're going to start shredding our meat. I'm going to just take 2 forks and start pulling it apart. And if you boiled it long enough, it'll be nice and soft and easy to do. If you didn't boil it long enough, you're going to have to put a little extra elbow grease into it. No.
Ow!
Stop the video now.